So I want to share something very powerful with you guys, especially for the empaths that are waking up. So the ones that have awakened, of course, you already know who you are. I don't really need to, you don't even need this video probably, but the empaths that are waking up. Recently, the world is waking up, okay? The world is waking up. Very massive awakenings are happening, especially during these things or this process and series of narcissistic abuse. A lot of empaths are waking up. So you have to be careful because as the empaths are waking up, the narcissists also are waking up, okay? So both the narcissists and the empaths, they are both waking up. Now, when the narcissist awakens to this narcissism, the very first thing they do, they run over to become a victim very quickly, okay? So the very moment they decide that you're trying to wake up and take your power back, maybe sometimes you figure out what is going on, or probably they've also figured out they're the narcissists, the very first thing they do, they are going to run very quickly to the victim side. So they want the whole world to see them as a victim. So it's the reason as to why you see them projecting that energy onto you very quickly. Oh, you are the narcissist. Why are you doing like this? You know what I mean? So eventually, sometimes you're trying to question this reality because you're waking up from this illusion. You're questioning this reality of narcissism. You've discovered your father is a narcissist, your mother is a narcissist, your sister is a narcissist. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a very long period of time of abuse. Those people now, they are going to project that energy onto you that you're the narcissist. Now, there's a very big difference between being a narcissist and being narcissistic. An empath, especially a broken empath, the abused empath, could sometimes turn out to be narcissistic. You could have sometimes a lot of narcissistic tendencies. So if a narcissist, for example, you have been dealing with, you have figured out that this person, most likely they are narcissist, because the empath, you know yourselves. The empath, they automatically know themselves. They can very much resonate with their energy. They know what their energy is all about. They know that they're all about empathy. You could be narcissistic in a way, like I've done recently video, but you could actually be an empath. It could just be the broken empath. You have got to be very careful with these narcissists because they are being unmasked lately. A lot of narcissists are being unmasked in so many families, in so many relationships. And the very first thing they do, they very quickly come around and project this energy to their victims. Now they want to tell everybody that you're the narcissist. So you may see them sometimes on these channels, they're coming around and they're trying to tell you, they are trying to gaslight you that you're the narcissist. Do not engage with that kind of bullcrap. If you feel probably you have narcissistic tendencies, there's always a way to check that. You can always go and see a therapist. You can always go and do some research online because there could be sometimes a chance as well that you could be the narcissist. But do not buy into that very quickly, whereby you've been dealing with this person who has been abusing you for a very long period of time. And now this person is overturning everything because you've caught up on their game. Probably you're going through an awakening. And they're trying to put you back to sleep by making you believe that you're the narcissist. So do not buy into this. This thing is very common. And I think I've also experienced this scenario back in the days when I was waking up. I met sometime around a couple of guys who tried to project that energy onto me. This is the reason why you hear a lot of these people, they are doing the smear campaign. Because when you're waking up, the very first thing the narcissist will do is very quickly go to the smear campaign because they first of all want to smear your name before you can be able to come around and protect yourself, because they know that you're going to start protecting yourself. They know that you're going to protect yourself, and they also know you're going to defend yourself. So the very first thing what they do, they are going to move ahead of you and go and tell all your family members that you're the narcissist. For example, you've been dealing with a narcissistic husband or wife. They are very quickly, you catch up on them, they are going to very quickly run away and go tell everybody that you know that you're the narcissist. So it's a projection because they're running away from shame. You know, guys, you need to understand, the narcissist has sold their soul many years ago. It has got nothing to do with you. The abuse, narcissistic abuse, is a battle for your soul. They sold their soul. Now they come around, they need your soul. So it's a battle for your soul. Spiritual warfare. This warfare is ancient. Anything spiritual is ancient. It is not yesterday. It is not 100 years ago. It is not 1,000 years ago. This is ancient warfare. It has been happening since the beginning of time. These individuals have been operating. Many of them, they're not awakened. They are very much asleep. So some of them, they are lesser narcissists. Of course, they are evolving narcissists. Some of them are mid-range. There are others who have actually evolved to become greater narcissists. Some of them even call themselves ultra narcissists. It doesn't matter which narcissist you're dealing with. You need to be careful about the manipulation. They know their time is up. The empaths are waking up all over the world and they're taking back their power. So the narcissists know they are living on borrowed time. What they're now trying to do is that they're trying to squeeze into your communities. You know, sometimes you'll see them on the social media platforms, sometimes in your environment, in your vicinities. They're trying to go around smearing your name, making you and gaslighting you to believe that you're the narcissist, that you've always been the problem this entire time. So you do not buy into that crap. If you know that you're an empath, there is so many ways to know that you're an empath. There is a lot of information online, and I even believe, and I remember I've done a video about signs that you're an empath. There are even a lot of empath channels which go very deeply into this empath dynamics and everything. Go and do your research and figure out if it's true you are the narcissist or not, or you're the empath or not. Try to figure out who you are. It's very, very important, ladies and gentlemen, because before you move anywhere in life, you're first of all going to figure out who you are. I never was able to create this channel before I knew that I was an empath. So you need the foundation. If you found out that you're the narcissist, you may have some other things you may have to do about, I don't know what you're going to do, maybe going for some help or whatever, therapy, seeing, I don't know, whatever it is you want to do. But if you're an empath, also you're going to move like an empath. If you're the narcissist, you're going to move like the narcissist. There is so many narcissists who have come out recently and they have now started to give some kind of information about what their behavior is. I've seen some narcissists online. You're the empath, you're also going to come out and tell your story the way it is. But do not in any way believe anybody coming around to gaslight you. They have been the problem this entire time. Because you see, the narcissist is not used to you speaking. They're not been used to you speaking out. They abuse you, you've always been quiet. You know, you don't retaliate, you don't say anything. You've always been that little person who was already coiled in the corner of the room. So they have been used to you when you did not have to say anything. But the moment you open your mouth, ladies and gentlemen, you go through this awakening, you start to open your mouth to take back your power. Those individuals are going to come ahead of you and they're going to smear your name. They're even sometimes going to gaslight you that you've always been the problem this entire time. Do not buy for that bullcrap. Do not buy into that bullcrap. Know who you are. Very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. You have got to know who you are. Yes, like I've said, there is empaths that may sometimes turn out very narcissistic because they have just come out of a narcissistic relationship. But an empath still is always an empath. Whether you have got narcissistic tendencies or not, you are still an empath. So you have got a limit. This is like a stop button. You know when to push the stop button. The narcissist does not know that. The narcissist goes all the way. You are down on the floor, they will keep on stepping all over you until they know that you're dead. The empath has got a stop button. So you may be narcissistic, but not necessarily a narcissist. It's just because you're an empath who is waking up, you're trying to do some healing work on yourself. And eventually, ladies and gentlemen, that energy, like I've told you in my videos, that energy is going to go back to its original owner. It has never been your energy from day one. So that is something I wanted to let you guys know. Beware. Take your time to investigate. Somebody is running around, your fathers are running around, your sisters, whatever, brother, family members. They're trying to tell you, you're a narcissist. Stop listening to those individuals. Go do some research and find out who you are, okay? There's a chance they could be right. You could be a narcissist, okay? But there's also a chance you could be just an empath who has gone through abuse, so you may sometimes turn out to be narcissistic. So you are the unhealed empath, okay? Find out who you are. Go do some research. There's a lot of information online, but do not buy into that gaslighting. It is very, very dangerous for the awakening empaths to be gaslit for you to think you're a narcissist when you actually know that you're not a narcissist. You're an empath, okay? Let me know what you think about this video. Like I've always told you guys, you know that I do love and appreciate your support. Book a session, donate or support my channel if you want to. All the things you need, you will find them in the description below. And until then, I will catch you guys in my next one. There's the most signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.